another vlog. My name is Marian Mikali. If it is your very first time to join us, karibu sana. Don't forget to subscribe for videos like the ones I'm doing, more or less motivational and improving the kind of person you are. Thank you for the support I got even for the previous video. I do appreciate each and every one of your support. If you honestly enjoy these videos and you love the content I'm creating, I would really ask you to help me share with your friends and someone who you think can learn from these messages. Now, today I want us to talk about self-esteem, and the main reason we are doing this, and I thought of doing this, is because a lot of us are suffering from a lot of things only because of how we esteem ourselves. We are going through so much and trying to do a lot of things externally to justify our low self-esteem. And I thought, why not? Let me just go through this. Let me help people through it so that it is easier for you to appreciate yourself. That after when you're doing things, you're doing them because, you know, me as Marion, I want to do this. I am not doing this because I want people to like me. I am not doing this because I want to be cheered, because that is how I will increase my self-esteem. As you can hear the meaning and the word itself, it is self-esteem. So self-esteem is how you value yourself as a person. There is no one externally that can appreciate you enough to increase your self-esteem, because that is the self-value you put for yourself. So if you don't like yourself, we call that, and if you don't esteem yourself highly, we say that you have low self-esteem. If you esteem yourself highly, then we call that high self-esteem. So we have two kinds of esteem, the high and the low self-esteem. So I want us to talk about self-esteem in general and the causes of self-esteem. So we have said self-esteem is how you think about yourself, and it is internal, and nothing out in the outside can change how you view yourself. Let me give an example. If you have achieved a lot, but personally you feel like that is nothing, then that means as much as your accomplishments and achievements are high, you have low self-esteem. There's another person who, for lack of a better word, has achieved nothing. All they do is survive. Maybe they are 28 and unmarried. Maybe they are 40 and doing nothing. Like, they're just there. And maybe because of how our society is built, by a certain age we should achieve A, B, C, D. And this person at that particular age has not achieved that, but they esteem themselves very highly. So that person has high self-esteem as much as everything around him shows that things are not working out. So his esteem is not based on external validation and external achievements, rather by what is internal. Okay, that being said, how can we improve our so-called self-esteem? Improving self-esteem is very simple, and improving it is by changing how you think about yourself. So if you have negative thoughts about yourself, for example, if Marion Mikali, if I consider myself fat, the only way I can change that negative self-esteem is working on it and transforming it to be something positive. I can say, instead of saying I am fat, I will start saying that I am healthy. It is a good way of expressing my exact body weight, but at the same time I am positive about the weight. So that means when I say I am healthy, I will not have issues of why are my knees, thighs huge? No, because I have already in my mind considered myself as healthy. But someone who sees themselves as fat, they have a lot of negativity, because now they have to think about, how do I lose weight, taking pills, I need to go street to do what and what and what. But if I consider myself as healthy, as much as I am huge, my approach to helping myself is, I'll say, let me go to the gym because I want to maintain my healthy weight so that I don't get too huge and become diabetic or something. So I am thinking of everything positively. That will increase even my momentum to go to the gym, because I am not going there to lose weight. I will be going there to maintain health. I hope you guys are getting what I'm saying. So that is basically self-esteem. It is what is internal, it is what you're thinking, it is who you are when everybody else is not there. Yeah, there are people who are talking about my self-esteem is high because I'm popular. I get a lot of circles of people that appreciate me good enough. They tell me I'm pretty, they tell me that I can do all things. But you know what, if you have a good circle that appreciates you and you don't appreciate yourself, you will receive that as compliments, yes, but you will think, I don't think I'm that good. And that is one way of knowing if your esteem is good or not, if it is high or it is low. When you get compliments and the first thing you do is defend the compliments, you're like unanichocha, but it is not unanichocha for jokes, it is unanichocha because indeed you feel like whatever they are saying, I'm not that, as much as it is positive feedback. That means you have very low self-esteem. You might not say it, you might not look it, but because of how you express it, then you have low self-esteem. And that is one way of knowing if your esteem is low or high. We were talking about improving your self-esteem, and I've said for you to improve your self-esteem, you have to change the way you think about yourself. If your esteem is poor, if you're thinking about negative things, I need us to change from being very negative to being very positive. Okay, someone else is asking me, what is the difference between self-esteem and self-confidence? This is what I'll say. One produces the other. If my self-esteem is high and it is good, it increases my self-confidence. So, self-confidence, whether low or high, is also a product of how you esteem yourself. If I carry myself and I think that I have high self-esteem, then I will have a high self-confidence. So, the confidence comes also from your esteem. As I've said, one is a product of the other. Self-confidence is a product of your self-esteem. Let's talk about the two types of self-esteem. We have the low self-esteem and the high self-esteem. I will start with the low self-esteem. So what do we mean by low self-esteem? What we mean is that someone is thinking negatively about themselves, meaning their self-esteem about self is on the negative side, meaning it is lower than it should be. That is why we call it low self-esteem. Causes of low self-esteem. I know we have read and seen and even listened to a lot of vlogs and videos talking about causes of low self-esteem, but today I want to demystify whatever they have been saying. Because as we have started saying that self-esteem is how you think about yourself, so the only cause of low self-esteem is you thinking negatively about yourself. Yes, the external factors of your surrounding and your environment can change the way you think about yourself, because they will affect how you think about yourself if you allow them, meaning they can affect you in a way, but they are not the causes of low self-esteem. I hope we are together. And I want to just emphasize on how you think about yourself. It is a self-esteem, so it is something to do with self, meaning it is about you and not anything that is outside of you. So low self-esteem is you thinking negatively about yourself. I hope we are together on that. That is the only cause of low self-esteem. It is you thinking negatively about yourself. It has nothing to do with external factors. Now, external factors like having negative criticism and all these other things, being called names when you're younger, being beaten, not being appreciated enough as a child, maybe, and even now by your bosses or something, might affect you, yes, but it will only affect you if already you have a low self-esteem, because you already consider yourself a failure. So when someone else comes to tell you that you have failed, then it emphasizes what you already think about yourself as negatively, and then now you magnify it and it increases your low self-esteem. So causes of low self-esteem is self. You're the only one. Negative thoughts. Effects of surrounding and all that, yes, they can increase the level of low self-esteem if you allow it, but they are not the causes. So, what are the effects of low self-esteem? The negative ones. Let's talk just about 7, which are the normal things. 1, your life is less happier and you don't enjoy your life because everything you do, you consider it as a failure. You don't put value to the small things, the small strides you make. So then you will not enjoy your own life. Number 2, life becomes worthless and meaningless. Because at the end of the day, now if I'm not enjoying my life, what is the need to live? And this is one of the reasons that will lead you to depression and cause you to even start thinking negatively about yourself and have suicidal thoughts. Because at the same time, you don't value life. What is life? Because for you, it is meaningless and worthless. Number 3, you develop self-destructive tendencies. You're forever doing things that will harm you. You're allowing negative people in your circle, and that is why even some women are beaten and they consider it's okay, he's my husband, he can beat me. Oh, that is why you allow a lot of negativity around you. And when you do that, those are self-destructive measures, self-destructive tendencies. All you want to do is hurt yourself. That is why we have people who bite and hurt and scratch themselves. I've seen people cut themselves because they don't see the value of life. Hence, they develop self-destructive tendencies. Another, number 4, you have less confidence. Because, remember, we have said you esteem yourself low. So, I don't have confidence to do anything because you have no value. And you have not put a value to your capabilities. You have not explored your potential enough. You cannot see yourself as successful. So then, you're not confident to do anything. Even when you're given a task, you're doing it like, unafanya ukiwa 50-50 because you're like, what if I don't do it? What if I do it badly? What if I do it and then the person you're doing it for doesn't appreciate it? Naturally, you think that others... You are so worried about what other people will think. You value them, you value their opinion more than you value your own. So it causes you to be less confident. And sometimes even with assurance, when you achieve something without someone assuring you that umefanya kazi poa, you don't feel like you've done a good job. And that is one thing that affects a lot of people, because everyone wants to do something and get appreciation. Yeah, so you don't have to wait for appreciation. Me nikifanya, I do everything and I'm like, this I have done 100% vile ningefanya. So sometimes even if I don't get the positive feedback I want from whoever, I am okay. Because you know what? I did my best. When you come and tell me this one should have been done that way, I'll be like, oh wow, you wanted it that way. Okay, that's not bad. I will do that because that is what you want. But I will not consider myself as a failure because I've not done it the way you wanted it to be done. Number 5, you become less successful. You don't have success in your life. And this is why, because your self-confidence to do things, less confident to achieve, to even go for stuff. Let me just read it the way I've written it so that I can explain. The less confident you are due to lower self-esteem, the lesser likely you are to try to achieve things you want to achieve. This naturally makes you less successful because there are things you can achieve, but because you already think, mimi siko poa hapo, I won't do it, I'm scared. Then you become less successful, yet there are things you can do. Number 6, you have more stress and anxiety because you don't see a lot of positive things around you. So when anything you do, you're anxious, you cannot accept and handle different challenges in life, because every challenge that comes to you, like you don't consider it as a challenge to become better. For you, it is just that is not me, that is not me, that is so you create a lot of you create a lot of stress and anxiety for yourself so that you cannot do a lot of things. Number 5, you are less to enjoy social interactions, and this is because you don't like yourself, and you will think people don't like you on the same. So hapo tu, you're just there like, these people don't like me, so hata sijisikii na kuinteract, you become an introvert. The video became too long, so unfortunately I have to end at this particular time. Thank you so much for staying tuned. Thank you for watching the video. Please give me a thumbs up, and if you like my videos, don't forget to subscribe. If it is your very first time to be here, karibu sana. I do love and appreciate you. For all the subscribers, thank you so much for the love. So until the next video, bye. I am yours and forever married, Mikali.